Hello, everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw March of Robots, Day 12. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, sketching first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the sketch portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out with the gray Sharpie for myself, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. All right, we're going for Big Fat Boy on this one. I've been drawing the sleek, stealth little robots. I want one that it's impossible to move. Now, hear me out. A lot of times, especially Chocolate Soup, the creator and stuff like that, a lot of times I see people create things that they're pretty much, it's impossible to have movement on it, right? But it's fun to do. I get it, you know. So if you draw something like a hand or whatnot, as long as you draw seam lines, like that's where the manufacturing line is, everybody considers that a robot, right? I get it. I do the same thing, especially on the legs. When it's just a big hollow spot, I just draw a seam line. Done. So for this one, I was like, you know what would be funny? What if we do like, it's impossible to move. There's no way this guy can move around and function and do anything, but I'm gonna draw him anyway, and we're gonna see what happens and see how he comes out. Because it would be funny to draw the impossible moving robot, you know? Especially like in the old like I want to say 50s, maybe it was the 40s, I don't know. They would make robots in movies and stuff like that, and then they would just be all clunky and they'd be walking like this, you know, because there's no movement, there's no bend, you know. So I kind of like that idea for this guy, and also making him like what if, you know, he's got like these gigantic wings, you know, or something that it's like this is ridiculous. So I just want to do a ridiculous looking robot, like the impossible robot. That's what we're gonna call this one. Day 12, the impossible robot, and we're just going to add some crazy features on it. But I think that's good right there. That gives me the basic shape, placement, and what I want to do. So I say we welcome all the skippers and get going. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but a pen's a little finer than the fine point. You can find things that a fine point can't quite find. Sketch the entire thing out. I've left just a grayscale sketch to show me where we're going to go, and I'm going to start off with the Sharpie pen. And if you want to know why I'm drawing something as ridiculous as this, go to the sketch portion. That's all I can say. Sure, let's do it. Let's give him an eye, like we always do. Robot eye. I'm not going for breaking the mold. I'm making fun of the mold is what I'm doing. So here we got our robot eye, and look, that's not perfect, neither is that. I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. You know, here, let's draw some squares. We always draw circles for robots. We hardly ever draw rectangles and squares and things like that. Let's go ahead and put it on a big square, or rectangle. I keep saying square, but it's a rectangle, huh? My theory is when I do stuff like this is like, oh yeah, there's switches, like in Star Wars, you know, the old panels and switches and things like that they had to, greeblies that they had to make to try to do something like this. Okay, so here we go. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna build off this. Again, I've got the idea. I know where I want to take this. I don't know how I'm gonna take. Oh, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna do like handles, right? Going to the back. And that's all you can see, right? Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing over here. And notice how I do it different. I just draw. It's almost like the first time I'm sketching it out, and then I realize like, oh, you know what you could have done? You know how you could have drawn that? And then I redraw it like that. connecting that somehow. I don't know what for. And then I'm going to draw it back over here. You see how I planned that out so I can make it look like it's going to the back? Didn't quite do it here, but that's okay. Now you just reconnect, you know, but I left myself enough safe room that I could do something like that. All right, back to the impossible robot. What else can we do to him? We've got to make him a little different, but maybe I don't, you know? I mean, that's kind of the whole point, that it's supposed to look typical, like a typical robot. Oh, here we go. We'll break it up like this. Oops. Something like that. You know, just to break up the spacing, or the what do you call it? The design. Wow, my brain just shut down right there. I really just stopped thinking. The design of it is just, you know, all over the place. Who knows? In the sketch, I called this the impossible robot. Why? Because, well, you'll go back to the sketch. I'm not going to bore everybody with details that I've already talked about. Let's do this. Right? A lot of times when I do stuff like this, I'm not planning. The sketch, if you saw the sketch, I mean, look, I just kind of did stuff willy-nilly. I'm just trying to make up a different look and design and break up the straight lines, you know, to give it a little something different. Cool, I like that. I like that a lot. You know, what's funny is we always design like a big eye like that, and that's what it's seeing through, but who knows? What if this is the eye? You know, it's a robot. We can put stuff wherever we want, you know? Okay, let's see. Impossible robot needs impossible body, so let's give him gigantic, oversized, who knows why, arms. And this is going to come down to the body. So I got him kind of, I guess, turned a little bit like this, so you can see the body more like this, and then the arm is going to be on the side. But again, that's the whole point of impossible robot. There's no way it would bend. There's no way it would do stuff like this. But all we got to do, all the drawers do, and I'm not making fun of anybody. I'm so sorry. Please don't think I'm making fun of anybody. All you do is just add a seam like that. You know, it's like, oh, there you go. Robot body. It's got a seam. It's got manufacturing lines. But I'm just saying, it's funny how we do that and don't think, like, well, it can't bend. There's no way that it would bend or move or anything like that. But we just add those lines because it's fun. You know, that's what it comes down to. It's fun. So it's just a way for us to just get creative and not have to explain. But a lot of times I'll tell you that too. I'm like, yeah, there shouldn't be an explanation. This is an alien or a foreign design that we don't get, you know? So same thing here. Look, his forearm, like this, impossible. There is no way this could bend with that or that kind of thing. But you know how it does? You know how I know it's a robot? Seam line. All right, so let's draw some impossible hands. We're just gonna draw, boom, boom, impossible hands. How are those fingers gonna bend? There's no way, but that's his hand. So this one over here, here's his thumb, different angle. And I'm gonna draw like the meat of his hand too. Like yeah, that's all right there. It's all there. It's possible. Like somehow it functions. Somehow he can bend his hands. But it is impossible. You know? Impossible robot doing his thing. Do. Okay, you know what? There's music. I'm gonna stop. But again, you know how? Seams. Robot seams. So now I know it's bendable. It's a robot. All right, let's do impossible legs. And let's even do, watch this. Let's do, like, here's his knees, right? Some kind of big spiky robot design, right? There, see? Even that would go and spike him in the chest if it went up. But you know what? Don't worry about it, because it can't go up. Because impossible robot. So that means all I gotta do for the legs is just something like this, you know, just kind of close it off somehow. And same thing here. I'm gonna draw a gigantic knee. And again, I do have them kind of turned a little bit. So this one we'll do straight up and down. I don't know what I was doing there. I'm just doing some kind of robot leg. Let me do that like that. There we go. Impossible robot with impossible design. So you can't see that one as much. Again, I got him turned. And I kind of want to do like some, here, let's do it. Let's just go ahead and do like almost like a rivet or a layered design for his body, for his legs. Just to break up the negative space. All right, impossible robot. I gotta stop singing. I want like hooves for his feet. Again, I don't know what I'm doing, just kind of something like that, okay? Same thing for his other leg, but I'm gonna angle it this way a little bit more. But I want to do it like that. So see, I turned it just slightly. He's got his walking heels. He's going out on the town. Let's go ahead and do something with that. Got a little crazy there, maybe a little too much. But that's the nice thing about this, is like, hey, this is our design. We don't have to explain anything to you, Mr. Star Wars. Sorry, that's from another video. Okay, there you go. Impossible robot now needs impossible wings and things. Don't know what this is, but let's just say here's an extra part. See, that's not even right, but that's okay, because Impossible Robot doesn't need your advice. Impossible Robot goes by his own he marches to the drum. He marches to his own electronic drums. He doesn't need your opinion. Again, what else is back there? Who knows? But let's draw it. Coming back down here. Maybe these are guns. Maybe this is where he stores his Kool-Aid. Who knows? We're just making Impossible Robot. All right, now we got to make it into a robot. So lines, but we're just keeping it simple. You know, I'm just making like, well, who knows why it's there? We'll break up the negative space like this with the smaller Sharpie too, so it's kind of an accent as well. And we'll do another one here, a thinner accent. All right, I think that's good for Impossible Robot. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is March of Robots, day 12.
So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.